Hello and welcome back to the garage garden. And in this video I'd like to just short little part on I'm going to do this in steps, but I have my strawberries that I purchased, and these strawberries, unlike the last ones, are actually growing in the bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep these. I'm going to get them out of the dirt. I'm going to trim the roots back and maybe a little bit of the dead foliage, and then I'm going to end this video today in probably just some regular water and let the roots start to soak it in. I don't want to start it too soon into the nutrients or anything. I want to try to get some roots growing before I put them in the net cups. I did not do that with those, and I'm thinking maybe that was part of the problem with the grow on those. They are not moist enough around the roots to sprout new roots and start growing. So I'm going to try that with these, and then I will split them up into possibly two different situations of 10. You know, I'll do 10 something like that, and then I'll do 10 in just the hydrogen clay pebbles without any rock wool, and see where it goes from there. So I'm gonna go away for a little bit and open this bag up and get these strawberries out. Alright, the strawberries are out of the bag and the bulk of the soil is knocked off. Now to unpackage the strawberries and separate the plants. Alright, I got the rubber bands off, and I separated the plants, got the soil out, and surprisingly enough, these plants look great. Way better than those plants did when I bought those. And considering I'm supposed to have 20 plants, I have at least 20 big ones. I think I counted a total of 28 with these little ones that were intertwined in with the big ones, and they all look, except for maybe this one, they all look like they have growth coming out of them as well. So I consider that quite the bonus. My next step is I'm going to actually trim the roots, maybe cut a little bit of the dead foliage off, but there's not a whole lot on these. They look great. So I will be right back. The distance I'm going to trim these roots, now the net cup is approximately, we could say 3 fingers, 3.5 fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hold the strawberry plant, if I could hold it with the camera, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold it, and then I'm going to use my fingers as a mark as to where I'm going to trim it. So with the base of the plant up here above my finger, because I don't want that in the water, and at the bottom of my finger, that's where I'm going to trim all of these. That's what I'm going to use as a gauge. So then when I get the net cup, it should fit in with the roots right at the base. And then, like I said, I'm going to soak these maybe for a day before I actually plant them in here permanently. So that's the next step. Alright, strawberry plants are all trimmed, and if you look closely at some of them, maybe hard to see in the light, but this, you can see some of them are already starting to shoot new roots, which is great. I counted, just now I counted them again, I counted 29 plants here. That's including these little ones, which were probably runners at the time. So not a bad deal pay for 20, get almost 30. As long as they all live, I'm way ahead of the game. So my next step is I'm going to put some water, I think, into one of these measuring cups, and just set them all in there and let them sit for a day, and maybe 2. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, strawberries are all tied together with one of the rubber bands so that none of them can sink down farther into the water, and they are all sitting in the water with their crowns above the measure of the water. You can see the level there, and the crowns are up pretty high. So I'm going to leave those in there for at least a day. I'm going to put a humidity dome over them just to keep them from drying out, and then check back tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. If you want to see updates, please click subscribe. Thank you. Bye.